Welcome back. This is the continuation from where we left off the last time. My name is Jayut. This is Free Music Matters. We will jump right in.
Right? Going a little bit backward, we're gonna go back now to the piano roll. The piano roll, differently from the channel rack. Well, the channel rack is the first window you would normally pull up to install the instrument, to plug your instrument in your project, right? And from the channel rack, we would come to the piano roll. The piano roll is where you basically can type in MIDI data with your mouse or input MIDI data with your controller in your step sequencer, in your sequencer here, right? So the piano roll is basically a little sequencer where you can go in and play the different parts of your instrument. This is the FPC right now. You can come down in this little arrow up top, drop down menu, and any instrument you have installed in your channel rack will be displayed under here. Any like files, automation, wave files you have in a project will be displayed in this drop down menu. Currently we have the FPC and the hit. We're currently on FPC, and the tick show that the hit already have a note on it, and this is the note up here. You can see the velocity down there, right? So this main view of your piano roll is where you can go and type in the different parts of your, basically painting the different parts of your sequence, and down here give you a little control over your notes, like your velocity, your pan, the release, little fine pitch, panning, and some little fine tune option. Alright, double clicking the note, you cannot bring up this window where you have the option to fine tune your note. Also, the tools option, bring a list of tools where you can work with to fine tune your patterns, your notes in your piano roll. Synapse to grid, allow the notes to synapse to be bars and different, whatever you want it to synapse to. You can check it out. You have a stamp tool, you have a loop mode, you have a pencil, paintbrush, slicer, zoom, playback, mute, note, and all these little options here. We would have to do like an in-depth video in the future to really go through the piano roll and give you a in-depth idea of what some of these tools do. Currently we're in FPC. To get something going real quick, you can do stuff like that. Hit the riff machine and it give you just random notes drop in your project. An in-depth tutorial in the future will explain more about the piano roll, but the basic idea of the piano roll is where you can input your MIDI data. Right? And you got that. So as you see, it's not too hard to make a song in FPC. In FL Studio, instantly we got this going on. Next window we're gonna bring up is your playlist. The playlist is where you arrange your song, right? So to give you a rundown, the channel rack is where you arrange your instruments that you're gonna need for your project. You have a step sequencer in the channel rack where you can formulate ideas and grooves and loops. From there you go into the piano roll, right? You go into the piano roll where you have a whole lot of tools where you can fine tune your loops, your patterns, right? In your different instruments and organize them into different patterns. In your piano roll is where you organize and fine tune your patterns, So here in the piano roll, you can run through and create different patterns for your different instruments you got installed in your project, and the possibility is endless with endless amount of pattern by coming up here, right here in your pattern selector window up top in your toolbar. So yes, from we're in your piano roll. So from your piano roll, you organize the different patterns, create your different patterns. Now you organize these patterns in your playlist, right? We're in the playlist now. So here you can drag, we have a pattern 1. We can drag that in. Let's go ahead and create a pattern 2. Alright, so now we have pattern 1 and pattern 2. And we paint them in our playlist, selecting them over here. Up here in your playlist, you have your little toolbar. I give you basically some tools, a whole bunch of tools to work with to fine tune, different, items in your playlist. In your playlist over here, you have options to select pattern, audio clips, and automation. And these are basically what are going to be stored and being organized in your playlist. Your patterns, your waves files, and your automation. Here we only have patterns. You have pattern 1 and pattern 2 in this project, and we just paint them in over here. Over here we have more options to select audio clips, automation, and pattern. These numbers, track 1, track 2, these lights are mute buttons for each individual tracks. These tracks are not routed directly to the mixer, they're actually routed to the channel rack. From the channel rack, you route them to your mix. Another option in playlist, you can record directly in your playlist, right? So when you go to this little recording option, one click recording option, and it give you the option to record into Edison or record into the playlist as an audio clip right here. So right here you go to this little drop down and the extended toolbar drop down menu right here. Go down to one click recording, one click audio recording, and here you can select to record directly in your playlist, right? As I said before, the playlist is where you organize all the different parts of your project. Right now we only have a pattern, so you can do stuff like organize your chorus, your verse, your intros, your outros, your bridge, and stuff like that in your project, organizing song. And right now if we hit play, we're just hearing the pattern that we're on, right? Go to pattern tree, nothing on pattern tree, because we're in pattern mode up here. What if we should select song mode? That's when we engage our playlist. If we're not in song mode and we're in pattern mode, what's in our playlist will not play. Pattern mode only play what's in the pattern setup. Alright, play the selected pattern. So this is the idea of what the playlist do. We have two patterns, and then the loop it goes from one pattern to the next pattern. We can paint in extended pattern 1, something like that, then come back in with pattern 2 to give you a better idea of what's it's doing. Alright, so this is your playlist, in FL Studio. So today we have bring to you another video tutorials, FL Studio tutorials. This is Free Music Matters. Thank you for joining us once more. I'm your host Jayut. Please, if you like this video or find it helpful, like, share, subscribe to this channel.